I'm going to show you 3 different ways to delete the background from an image. First, using the Magic Eraser tool, then using the Magic Wand tool, and then using the Pen tool. Okay, so first you want to open your image. It's automatically going to set it as a background layer. You want to come to your layers palette, double click on that layer to unlock it. We'll name this layer Record. Okay, next step, you want to add a layer. It's this little page icon right here. Okay, and we'll drag that underneath our image. And as you can see from this checkered pattern, that's a transparent layer. So that when you delete anything from this, there will be a transparent background. Okay, so make sure that your image is selected. This is the layer we're going to be working on. The first method I want to show you is using the Magic Eraser tool. So if you come over here to the toolbar, to the eraser, you see we have 3 different options. We're going to choose this third one. It's the Magic Eraser tool. And what that's going to do is it's automatically going to delete the background for you. So we'll use all its default settings just to show you. If I click this white, it automatically deletes it all. As you can see though, we have a little bit of a gray shadow left, and I want to delete that too. So I'm just going to go back a step, Command Z, make sure the layer is selected, reselect the Magic Eraser tool, and I'm going to play with the tolerance here. Right now the default tolerance is set at 32. What that means is when I clicked this white area, any contiguous area, any touching or adjacent pixels that are 32 shades lighter or darker are going to be selected. Since I want to select more of the image, I want to include that little gray shadow down here, I'm going to bump the tolerance up. We'll try 95, which means wherever I select it, it's going to select up to 95 shades lighter and darker of that selected area. So let's see what this does. Okay, and if we zoom into the edges here, nice, you can see that we've completely eliminated the shadow and we're left with just the nice crisp black record. Okay, Command 0 to zoom to the full image. We want to also delete this little white area in here. Select the eraser tool. And there you have it. Okay. We'll save this for web. Okay, and when you're saving for web, you have a couple different options. You want to choose a GIF or a PNG. If you choose JPEG, it's automatically going to insert a white background into wherever your transparent layer was, and that's exactly what we're trying to avoid. So we'll go back, choose this, save, call it background. Okay. Alright, that was the first way of doing it. I will show you second way. Again, now we're going to use the Magic Wand tool. We want to first unlock the background layer by double clicking. Okay, name it if you wish. Come over here, we're going to add a new layer down here. There you go. Drag it underneath the record. Now make sure again that you're selecting the layer that you're working on, otherwise it's not going to work the right way. So select record or whatever image you're deleting the background from. Come back to the toolbar, and over here we have the Magic Wand tool. You can also press W. Okay. Again, the tolerance works the same way as it did with the Magic Eraser tool, and we want to make sure contiguous is selected. That way it's only selecting the adjacent pixels. So we're going to up the tolerance again as we did last time. We'll put it at 95. And what this does is it selects the area for you as opposed to automatically deleting it. so you have to manually delete. So press delete, and there's your transparency. We also want to select the middle. So if you press Shift, this gives you the option of adding to your selection. Okay, and delete. Alright, Command D will deselect for you. And again, there you have it, transparent background, just the record. We'll save again for web. Okay, zoom out here, and you can see that we've kept the transparency. Again, don't choose JPEG, it will add a background for you. You want to choose GIF or PNG. We'll save this one as a PNG. Okay, now we all know life is not this simple. Sometimes you're working with a more complicated image than this one. Let's take a photograph, for example. If we wanted to select the microphone, just this foreground microphone right here, and get rid of this whole background, something like the magic wand or the magic eraser might be a bit complicated because we have all these varying shades of lights and darks. It's not just one continuous white background. So for this, something like this, we're going to use the pen tool. Again, it's the same process in the beginning. You're going to double click the background to unlock it. We'll name this Mike. Okay, add a layer to make sure that we're getting the transparency. Make sure Mike is selected. And we're going to go over to the toolbar and choose the pen tool. Okay, you can also press P. You want to make sure that it's the regular pen tool selected, not freeform pen, add, anchor, point, delete, or convert. We want this first one, the regular pen. Okay. So let's zoom in a little here to make it a little bit easier for us. Okay, make sure this is selected. Pen tool. Choose where you want to start. I'm going to start here at the end of the image, and I'm just going to click. And every time you click with the pen, you're creating an anchor point. So we'll click there. Lift your finger off the mouse. Over here, click again. You're basically tracing the image with this tool. Now, each time you click, if you just click and release, you're creating a straight line. When we get to something like this little bump right here, you're going to want a curved line. So what you do is click. Instead of releasing the mouse, you're going to drag it. Okay? You're going to see if you drag it far up, you're going to get an arch. Okay? You want to drag it only a little bit here so that the arch is following the shape of the microphone. So right about there is good. Down. Now when you get back to your first anchor point and you hover over it with the pen tool, you're going to see a little circle pop up. That means you're going to close the path by clicking on that, and that's exactly what we want to do. We want to close this path. Okay? As you see, there's a little white outline around the microphone, a white solid line. Okay, what we want to do is make this a selection. So we're going to keep the pen tool selected. We're going to right click within the selection and select Make Selection. Okay. And as you can see, that white solid line turned into a dotted line. That means that this area of this layer is selected. Okay, we want to select the inverse of that, which is the background. Go to Select, Inverse, and Delete. Okay, and as you can see, as it was in the other images, we have this checkered background. That means it's transparent. Command D will deselect for you. Okay. And again, File, Save for Web. Okay, and again, PNG or a GIF. Okay. Okay, now maybe you don't want to save this for web, maybe it's for print. You have a couple different options. We could save it as a Photoshop with layers, or you could save it as a TIFF. Okay, we'll deselect layers to make it a smaller file. Save, and in your options you want to come down here and select Save Transparency. Click Yes, and OK. And this way, when you open up the file, or if you're bringing it into another program, it's going to maintain its transparent background. Okay, and that's 3 different ways to get a transparent background on an image.